I gave to him a smile. Not a word came from my love. Well, if he likes another, and together they agree, I shall find another lover. Let him go and farewell he. Take half a pound of reason, half an ounce of common sense, a sprig of thyme in season, and a little sage prudence. Then mix them well together, and I think you'll plainly see he's no lad for windy weather. Let him go and farewell he. Hello. Welcome. I'm very glad you're here with us tonight. It is frightfully cold out there. I hope your journey here was pleasant, and you're sitting comfortably. Are you? I can get you some blankets if you need. You will get used to being cold tonight. You all came here tonight to hear a story, but I'm not going to tell you a story. Why? Because stories are lies. Well, stories can be lies. So, I'm going to tell you a folk tale. A beautiful folk tale. One told to me by a friend. So, I will tell it to you, my friends, and you will tell yours. So on and so forth, generations of hearts and minds. That's why I love them so much. Be kind to them, won't you? Promise me. Promise me. Thank you. That means more than you could. Are you ready for me to begin? Once upon a time, on a dark and stormy night, in the deepest wilderness of the moor, there was. It was
bloody cold in here.
Haven't you got any more layers?
No, why are I bringing multiple coats with me?
Perfect preparation prevents piss-poor performance.
I'm going to stab you.
I did tell you.
Tell me what?
That it was going to be cold.
Yeah, well, you didn't say cold.
Stop being dramatic.
I hate the countryside.
Well, that's not very nice.
Look, I'd be nicer to the countryside if I had better 4G and stopped being racist.
It's so peaceful though.
And probably homophobic.
Just listen.
Can I help you? Stop that. It's annoying. Well, poverty, go sort that then get back to me.
Really?
Roux.
Leigh.
Roux.
Roux's not in at the moment. Please leave a message after the tone. Beep!
Hi, Roux. It's me, Leigh. Has a nice ring to it. Can you help me find the plough? Thanks. Hope to hear back from you at your earliest convenience.
That one there looks like a plough.
No, it does not. It looks like a saucepan.
Do you even know what a plough looks like?
No, but I know what a saucepan looks like. I didn't know you were into astrology too.
Astronomy.
Astrology?
Sure. inside.
What are you doing in there?
Nothing, just look at the grave or something. Hold on.
What grave?
Actually, ignore that. Actually, are you any good with a lighter?
I'm a smoker, Roux. It's my one and only talent.
I thought you quit for New Year's.
I did. For New Year's Day.
Disgusting.
Oh, thank you for your opinion. I will value it dearly.
Lighter?
Right, give it here.
Happy birthday, Leigh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leigh. Happy birthday to you.
I've gone vegan.
Since when?
Since New Year's.
Oh, so you don't want it?
Of course I do, but cream in it.
Shit. You can still make a wish though. What did you wish for?
A vegan eclair.
Why are you vegan?
Alright, I'm sorry.
And you're still smoking. What kind of backwards logic is that?
How has that anything to do with anything?
You always loved eclairs.
I still do, just vegan ones.
Do they even make vegan eclairs?
I presume so.
Why? Who are they even for?
Vegans.
Well, I found fucking rhymes with you. Do you want to see your other present?
Go on then.
Wait for it.
I am waiting, Roux.
Close your eyes, Leigh.
Alright. Is this one vegan?
I think so. I mean, technically it is.
Technically.
Ignore that. Close your eyes.
Right, okay.
Are trees an animal product?
It's a tree, Roux.
If you're sure.
Yeah, please just give me my present.
It's not wrapped. is that
That's fine.
Open your eyes. Happy birthday, Leigh. Again. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
You shouldn't have. You really should not have. This is really, I mean... Let's give it a read then. Page 23. King Arthur versus Satan. Strong premise. King Arthur seemed to have given as good as he got when Satan, mounting a lofty height... You know what? I'll read the rest later. This is a book.
I remember a few months ago at Auntie Holly's funeral, you were saying you wanted to get into spirituality and all that jazz. So I saw this in the library and I thought of you.
I mean, I sort of just meant downloading Headspace.
Well, that's mindfulness, not spirituality.
You enjoy that? Enjoy what? Correcting me.
Yes, I do.
I can tell. Look, the whole spirituality thing. People say things that they don't mean all the time.
Not at funerals.
Can we not?
Sorry. Do you want to read some of your books then?
Later.
Or now?
Or not.
Come on, go story page 6, sure looks
You're
interesting.
alright, thanks.
Come on!
Look, stop. They're not for me.
What, stories?
No. Ghosts and shit.
Do you want to elaborate on the and shit?
Not particularly.
Leigh, for me.
Fine, just one. Any requests?
Page 6.
Once upon a time, in a small cottage that memory had forgot, there lived a young girl. Her name was Kitty J.
Kitty J.
Shush!
She had porcelain skin and the fairest auburn hair on all the moor. Not that there were anyone around to remark on her beauty. She lived a lonely life. It was true. But you'd never know, for she always had the gentlest of smiles. She lived with peace and solitude, with only the whistling of the moor winds to keep her company. There she was, at her table, the golden candlelight flickering in the darkness. And suddenly, a shiver shot up her spine. Something was changing, and the mole was telling her.
Take a peek out the window then.
Peering out the window, that's when she first saw it. A deep pool of fog rolling up the hill towards her home. Lightning seemed to crackle from within its messy entrails. This wasn't just any fog, there was something buried deep inside it. But what was it?
What was it?
Don't ask me!
What could it be? Emerging from the jaws of smoke, it was coming towards her closer and faster.
Please stop talking!
She could scarce make out a shape, but it was breathing, sucking in all the air around it and galloping closer and faster towards her home. Now she could see it. A horse, and atop its back, a large, hooded figure, all in black. Underneath its hood she could see no features, no life.
But what was she doing? Hey, for fuck's sake, don't let him see you!
Too late.
It was too late. There it was, outside her door.
Bastard! Paper cut. Well, that's a sign from the fucking gods if there ever was one. Got any plasters?
Oh, grow up. It can't be that bad.
Look, have you got any or not?
Fine, I've got a small first aid kit somewhere. Do let me know if your hand falls off in the meantime. I'm sure I've got some paracetamol kicking about.
I didn't pack it, it must be in your bag.
Don't pretend like you actually have to pack.
I absolutely did.
God forbid you get crammed enough to call an ambulance.
Fuck's sake!
Oh, piss off! Are you sure you'll be okay to hold the map tomorrow? That might take your head clean off if you're not careful. My sister's state in here already. Did you come inside the tent to take your boots off?
Yes, next question.
Well, just don't do that! No wonder it's a mess in here. There you go, Pumpkin.
Thanks.
Where's the killer then?
The what?
The book, the lethal weapon itself.
Oh, I put it in my bag, just, you know, in case something happens to it.
What, in case it magically flies into the fire? Look, I know this place is haunted, Leigh, but I don't think they're going to kill your book.
Haunted?
Only a tiny bit.
Fuck! What was that?
Where? What? Where was it?
Over there, by that tree!
Point! Is she there?
She? Yes! What the fuck are you talking about? She? Doesn't matter, it's just a bird or something.
I didn't think it would be that straightforward. Imagine. And it's an owl, tawny.
How do you know that?
We get them all the time in the back garden up by the orchard. They make a right racket at night.
I mean, can't be worse than Dad's snoring, can it?
Nothing is worse than Dad's snoring.
He sounds like the Grinch giving birth to a watermelon.
Oh wow. Thank you for that visual image.
So welcome. Christ, I really don't miss that. I remember one night, Mum finally caved and got him these nasal strips, these like sticky plasters that you put on your nose. They're like a silencer for your face. Even those didn't work.
It used to drive me and Fee mental, and Mum. I'm sure a visceral hatred of our dad snoring is the one thing our mums could agree on. I know Mum would mortgage the house to get her hands on those nose silencer things. For Dad, I mean, she snores as well, but it's not worth the hassle of telling her.
I get Mum to send Heather the name of them.
That always confuses me, that. You calling my mum by her first name, Heather, feels weird. Fire's going strong. Did you put more wood on it?
Oh yeah. It was dying down a bit. A few twigs.
Nice.
These
Can we read some more of the book?
Sure. I actually, I read some when you were in the, so I'll tell it.
Go for it.
3 sharp knocks at the door. She could scarcely breathe. Then a voice from outside spoke.
Hello. Might I seek some shelter? I'm afraid I've no money for board, but I do have some sandwiches with the crusts cut off.
She thrust open the door, and there he was, leaning in her doorway.
May I?
Is he supposed to be a vampire?
The more cynical of you will scoff, but it was there and then that she fell for him.
She fell for me, it's true.
With his ice blue eyes and flowing blonde hair.
Blonde!
Look, I didn't interrupt her in the first bit.
Yes, you did.
Shut up. Just focus on the ice blue eyes.
His ice blue eyes seemed to go through the darkness and grab a hold of her very soul.
Thank you. I owe you my life this night. My name is Samuel.
I owe you mine. My name is Kitty. And for the first time in longer than anyone could remember, Kitty, Jay laughed. Together they dined and drank and talked and laughed and kissed, and then they made love.
What?
They made love, Roux.
It happens to some people.
And it was beautiful as they lay there, his leathery skin glowing in the candlelight and her wrapped up in the sheets. He sang to her, and it was beautiful. Fare thee well, cold winter, and fare thee well, cold frost. Nothing have I gained, but my own true love I've lost. I'll sing and I'll be merry, if occasion I do see. I'll rest when I am weary, let her go and farewell she.
And then she woke up, and he was gone.
Where did he go?
Somewhere else.
I don't remember that bit.
Yeah, well, I read it and it was in the story, so that's that, and we'll read the rest later, okay?
Your birthday, your rules. So, you know how I have an interest in the paranormal?
Yes.
I really do. That's an interest that I would like to share with you. Okay, right. So, hypothetically,
Just hypothetically.
yes, hypothetically, what would you, a hypothetical Leigh, say? Hypothetical Roux said,
Is it my hypothetical birthday in this situation?
no, it's hypothetical Leigh's hypothetical birthday, but that's not relevant to the hypothetical issue.
Well, which is what? Hypothetically, of course.
Hypothetically speaking, this isn't just a wild camping spot.
What is it then?
Hypothetically speaking, this is a graveyard. Well, no, it's more of a burial ground. It's just the one grave, after all.
That's a grave.
It is.
God. I mean, are you sure? It's just like a mound and a stone. And I peed on it earlier.
What on earth?
I'm
You
sorry.
desecrated.
What are you?
That is absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I literally Mum told me not to do this trick.
Oh, don't be so troubled.
I assumed you wouldn't immediately urinate on the grave. Of all the graves, you trekked over here with me and you urinated on Kitty J's grave.
KJ as in KJ?
Yes, as in Kitty J, Kitty J.
Oh, well, that last from the stories is a real person.
Well, she's a real grave, and she's a real ghost.
Not this again.
Not what?
Your fucking ghost spiel. Every time we go anywhere.
Oh, well, I'm sorry if my passions disinterest you, Leigh, but I tried to do a nice birthday surprise for you.
What's the surprise? That she's dead.
Oh, well, no, that's fairly obvious. You have to be dead to be a ghost. That sort of comes with the territory. But I tried to do something nice. And look where it got me.
I can, hand on heart, Roux, say I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Think, Leigh. We are camping by Kitty J's grave. I got you a book with Kitty J in it. Oh, for God's sake, Leigh, we're ghost hunting!
What?
Camping out to find her ever-wandering spirit.
You daft cunt. You think I'm gonna see a ghost tonight? That's adorable, you little bean. Brilliant.
Other people have seen her.
Yeah, and who are these credible sources?
I saw a post on Facebook group the other day. There's evidence.
Hold on, so does that mean she dies at the end? Fucking spoilers.
Well, no, she kills herself.
Oh my god! Stop talking! She kills herself. That's depressing.
Never said it was a comedy. Would you like to know how she kills her? Dies.
Of course I fucking do.
Whip it out then.
Take me out to dinner first.
Please, just whip. Take out the book and we'll read it together.
Well, I actually read the next bit too. So,
When? I've been sat next to you the entire time.
the world works in mysterious ways, Roux.
And she was alone in that small cottage that memory had forgot. And she cried. Why would she ever love again when such beauty exists in that mound of fog just over the hill? Days turned into nights, and nights into weeks. Months, but nothing. No Samuel, the handsome stallion of a man riding over the moor with his flowing blonde hair.
Really?
And again, she was alone. But one night, as she peered out the window, she felt a change. No. She felt a kick. And she cried. As those months rolled by, that little life began thumping and thrashing impatiently, trying to escape its prison. And one night, she did. So, pitifully alone, she gave birth to that brand new life, and how they too howled! Ow! And when the tears and screams had passed, she held that little life in her arms. And outside she felt the moor come to life again, and it began to sing to them the most beautiful lullaby you'd ever heard. Last night I saw my true love down in yonder grove. I gave to him a smile, not a word came from my love. Well, if he likes another, and together they agree, I shall find another lover, let him go and farewell ye.
You just made that up.
No, I did not.
I read it after I brought it for you, and I'm telling you, you just made that up.
What were you doing reading my birthday present?
Research. Page 8, read it. Check it.
It's fine. I believe you.
No, page 8, check it.
Just drop it. Just drop it.
No, I don't want to. You've got me confused now. Come on, can we just do this?
No, we can't.
Leigh, if you don't like it, that's fine. Just say, I've still got the receipt and I can take it back tomorrow.
No, I do want it. I love it. I love it so much, and I'm going to read the rest when I get home.
Why?
Because I've got a nice bottle of red at home that I want to drink while reading it. You know, a roaring fire with a glass of red.
You're in front of a roaring fire right now, you dick.
No red wine.
Leigh, where is the book?
Nowhere. I mean, it's in my bag. It's in my bag, right?
Apparently so. Where is my book?
Fire. I dropped it in the...
Fire.
Yeah. Fire.
You dropped it in fire.
Yeah.
Why?
Not for the...
Right. Okay. Why didn't you just tell me?
Well, I thought you'd be upset.
Of course I'm upset.
Well, that's why I didn't tell you.
So you lied instead?
Yeah! Told a big stonking lie.
So ignorant!
I said I'm sorry. What else do you want me to do?
It's not what you can do, it's what you did!
Oh, so you want me to go back in time and not put it in the fire? Right.
Yes!
Oh my god! Fucking fantastic! You know what? It's just a book. You can buy another one in Waterstones or something.
You think they stock niche folk literature like this in Waterstones? Nobody stops Robert Hesketh in Waterstones. Nobody stops Robert Hesketh.
I quite honestly don't care, Roux. You know what? If you want it that bad, you can pick the little clumps of ash out with your hands and stick them back in.
Oh, so you can throw it in the fire again?
Yes! If it was a book about fucking ghosts, then probably, yes.
It's not about ghosts. Well, it is. But that's not why I brought it for you. It's personal.
Yeah, and it's also a shit
you.
birthday present. What do you mean personal?
I don't want to talk about it because you get all weird. But it reminds me of Fee.
Roux.
No, don't do this. I want to talk about this. And considering you just used my birthday present as fucking firewood, I think I'm in my entitled right to do so. So just sit down, shut up, and just fuck me. Just... Dad told this thing after the funeral. So it means a lot, the story. And I thought that if I brought you and showed you the grave, then maybe it might help you talk about it. And it might help you realise that this really shitty thing's happening to me. And you. Okay? Okay.
It was an accident.
An accident that you lied about.
You haven't lied at all tonight, have you?
What's that supposed to mean?
Open quotation. Let's go camping. It could be fun. Close quotation.
You're not having fun.
I'm not camping, Roux. I'm currently ghost hunting for a dead housewife that doesn't exist. Harsh.
Well, that's your opinion.
Do you actually think that she's real?
She has to be.
The years rolled by, unremarked by all. The child grew older, and the mother grew weaker. At the slightest smell of fog, she would look for him. But she knew, deep down, that he was off in the great... somewhere. With another house, another wife, and another child. But she still dreamed. Don't be fooled. was a hard life, the thrashings of the moor winds and the farm to tend to. But when the day was out, they had each other, and that was enough. But there was one solace, one slice of paradise, the riverbank. Every full moon, they two would hurtle down that hill towards that babbling brook. Cool water splashed over those little silvery pebbles, and luscious fields of wild flowers sprouted up from the pools of moonlight. But word travels fast on the moor winds, and soon all the fairies and sprites and pixies of the land came, and together they would sing and dance and play, and all was sweet. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne.
Right. That's not even the same song. And you lost me at the fairies part. And I was already struggling with the whole Piggy being a ghost thing, because apparently she's going to die at some point in the story that you're making up now.
Fuck off. I actually know this story. I actually care about this stuff, and I know this story inside out.
Sure thing.
Don't do that.
I'm not doing anything.
If you wanted the story word for word,
Oh
then
my
you
God,
shouldn't have set back to the fucking dog! Shit! It's the same story. Believe me.
Sure thing.
You bastard.
Real. Look at the grave. It's really pretty with the moonlight on, don't you think?
It just looks sad. On its own. Graveyards, they're packed in at least. They've got company in that.
God forbid if a grave got lonely.
No, come on. It just looks so painfully sad. A really sad grave.
As opposed to a happy grave.
I suppose so. Flowers brighten it up a bit, I guess, but then even those are sad. And I just think, do you reckon she wanted this? Wanted to be buried like this? Just chucked by the side of the road, little mound on a cross?
She's probably okay with that. More eternally disturbed by the two side fuckers start staring at it.
I'd hate to be underground. If I ever die, make sure I get cremated. I can't think of anything worse than being under there. Make sure I get cremated.
Sure.
How do you want to be buried?
Bit morbid.
Oh, come on, you must have at least thought about it.
I'm telling you now, Roux. Never thought about it.
Never even flickered through your mind?
No, Roux, because I'm not fucking Ted Bundy. Look, it's weird to think about like that much.
Oh, come on. Most people have. I guarantee you everyone has at least one.
It just, does it really matter?
Does it really matter? Yes, it does.
It's just, it's nothing really. Whatever happens, you still have a soul.
Soul?
Yeah. Look, don't plug this have to be something stupid. I just like souls. These EU scientists did a test to see whether we have a soul or not. So they lined up 6 dead bodies, like proper corpses, and they weighed them before they died as well, and then they weighed them after, and they all lost exactly the same amount. Like 22 grams, I think it was, thereabouts.
Are you sure they just didn't have a fart sauna?
Fuck off!
No, that's sweet.
Are you taking the piss?
I'm not. It's sentimental. It's nice.
And I just like it.
Good for you.
Oh my god, you are taking the piss! You brought me out to the middle of Arsen nowhere on my birthday just to take the piss out of me. Jesus Christ.
Why do you like souls?
What?
Why do you like them? How come souls are pink, but ghosts are utter shite? And I'm not being a prick. I'm not. Just why?
They're different.
Yeah, but why?
Oh. Souls don't lurk around graveyards at night and terrify kids. They're all yoga and chakras and dream catching. And I like that.
We found Feast Dream Catcher the other day. Mum dug it out from her keepsakes box. It had blue feathers, little gold beads, and thread. Looks like a little silk web.
Souls and ghosts, not the same thing.
Sure.
So do you actually think she's just sat there, just like, watching us?
I hope so. I don't know, so nobody can.
You've changed your tune.
No. That's the beauty of it. I believe, but not everybody does. I wouldn't want everyone to believe. They've got to seek it out for themselves. Okay, say everyone believed in ghosts, it would be shit. Okay, so you're walking through the forest one day, just minding your own business, and you see Bigfoot. Wow. So, you run to the nearest village, and you scream and you shout, "Look everyone, I've just seen Bigfoot!" Nobody believes you. But that's the beauty of it. It's magic. It's unbelievable. So, the next day, you and your friend go into the forest, and you both see Bigfoot. Now that spark is halved. Okay. So, then 4 of you go, then the whole village, then the whole country, and then everyone's seen him, yada yada yada, you get the picture. Until they've got heat-changing mugs with his face on them. That magic is now so thinly spread, it's worthless. What's the point in believing in the unremarkable?
I get that. Look, if she appears tonight, I'll close my eyes. I wouldn't want to steal half of your magic.
No, don't do that. It would be nice if she appeared.
I would. She better not be scary though, I can't be doing with that. I would kick the shit out of her if she came out of nowhere. I can't do that.
It would be amazing. It would be life-changing.
What do you think she would say?
Something beautiful. Do you want to read the rest of the story?
Alright. But no fairies. And keep it light.
I must confess to you, my friends, that this is where our story gets a little sad.
Sorry. It was one dark and stormy night, and the moon hung high and full in her sphere. So, as always, Kitty and that beautiful young girl went barreling down the hill towards the river, hand in hand.
Hold on tight to me, Kitty!
I will do, darling. Wait, darling, stop running. Deep in her chest, she felt that feeling again, that sense of unease running up her spine. Could it be him?
Wait, he comes back!
Over she glanced, and sure enough, that deep pool of fog was once again climbing up the hill towards her home, its innards churning with the raw winds. Had he returned? This beautiful young soul's father?
Come on, I want to go and play!
But Kitty was frozen in place, paralysed by the mere memory of those ice-blue eyes. Her Samuel. As she stood there, motionless, mouth ajar, the young girl wriggled her hand free, but Kitty barely even noticed, transfixed in that foggy mass. Was that a shape buried deep inside, trying to emerge?
Was it?
Could it be?
Mum! Just look at me! Please, just look at me!
What's she doing? Why isn't she looking? Why isn't she fucking looking?
She can't.
But Kitty couldn't. And then the fog opened up its jaws, and this time it offered no figure, no force, but a song. And it was terrifying. Take half a
Mum,
pound of
look at me!
razor,
Why aren't you looking at me? Come on, I want to go play. The water looks warm. Please, Mum, it will be fun. Mum, what's wrong? Why can't you look at me? Mum, please, I'm begging you. Please, Mum, just look at me. I'm just here. Mum, what's wrong? Please.
She's
Mum,
no
please,
less for
please.
windy weather. Let her go and face
just got some words written down I wanted to say. If she appeared, I wouldn't want to stumble over my words, you know?
Really, I wouldn't know what to say first. I want to ask her about everything. Like, what's it like being see-through?
Inconvenient.
Does she like Ghostbusters?
What?
Can she walk through walls?
Urban myth? No.
He was in heaven. Has she met Faye? Has she met Granddad?
Yes. Yes.
Has she met Paul McCartney?
I don't think he's dead.
Yeah. Just a million and one things, you know?
Has she met Faye? And is she in pain?
Yes, and of course not.
Each their own. Life would be boring if we were all the same.
Alright, Dad. Let's hear it then.
The speech?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Alright, calm down.
It's for me and her, you know? If she appears. Just got some things I want to get off my chest.
What things?
Family stuff.
Well, I am a family stuff. What is it? You can tell me.
Yeah, I know that. But I don't want to. And that's that.
What are you talking about?
You wouldn't want to talk about it anyway. You've made that abundantly clear tonight and every other night.
Faith.
Yes.
And you want to talk to her about Faye? I see. And not me.
Well, what's the actual point?
I'd rather talk to a fucking apparition.
She is not an apparition. Apparitions are much closer to spirits. Ghosts are ghosts. Apparitions, they're much more God-given. They're like visions. Ghosts, they're inherently non-religious.
Oh my god, they're all the same thing.
Even your soul.
Yes, even souls. They're all just rubbish we make up.
They are not rubbish. Fee is not rubbish.
Don't bring her into this.
I've been trying to bring her into this all night. Christ, every time I see you, I try and bring her into
Don't bring her into this! Not my birthday!
From the bottom of my heart, Leigh, I couldn't give a flying fuck whether it was your birthday or not.
Please say what you really think.
You've ignored her existence from the moment she fell into that fucking river!
Don't talk about her like that.
I will talk about her how I want! She was my sister!
And mine.
Did you have to watch her fall into the river? Were you the one that stood there whilst their sister fell face down into the river and did nothing? Was that you? Or was that me? Were you the one that stood there like a fucking lemon as their sister fell face down into the river and watched her lifeless body just there?
She's still my sister.
Half sister.
Yeah. Not half dead though, is she?
Fuck you. You wonder why our dad never comes to visit you and your mum anymore?
Roux, come out.
Fuck off!
Please, I'm sorry.
Good for you.
I am.
I'm sure you are.
I didn't mean it.
Well, I did.
What?
I meant it. Every single word.
No, you didn't.
No, I did. She was my sister.
Yeah, she was your sister, Roux. No one here is denying that she was your sister.
Oh, well, I'm glad we can agree on something.
Yeah. And I'm your sibling too, aren't I?
Legally speaking, no.
Yeah, but speaking.
Of course you are.
Can I come in?
Yeah, fine.
Alright.
Oh, take your boot
stab them. I want to do this bit on my own. Anyway. So. Slowly. Turned around. And I saw her. That beautiful, fragile little girl face down in the river, and her hair was glistening in the reeds. And I cried, and cried, and cried, and cried, but there was nothing else I could do. I had nothing! And lost all. She had nothing. She had lost everything. There was only one more thing she could lose. So, with the more winds behind her tentatively, she stepped back towards her home and into the kitchen. She felt that sense of unease, that shiver up her spine. One last time, as she tied that noose around her neck. And off she stepped. And that was the end. They found her, and then they found me. And by the side of a dirt track, they buried us. Together. 2 souls. And those fairies, well, they made sure there were flowers, that on our grave there would always be flowers.
Do you remember the funeral?
Of course.
And do you remember how we sat next to each other? And even though our hands were wet with sweat or tears or whatever, we held each other the entire time, tightly. Then we had the wake at your house, because let's be honest, your house is posher.
We do have a breakfast bar.
So we went round together, shaking hands with uncles and cousins we'd never met before, and secretly hoped to never see again. And I remember I was getting some vol au vents from the buffet table, and we just looked at each other. No words, but we looked at each other and we went upstairs and played Mario Kart. Our sister had just died, and we were arguing about who's going to be Luigi. I don't think we were old enough to grieve yet. I think we had to store it up, ready for a total and monumental mental breakdown in our mid-20s.
Leigh,
Roux.
I just don't want her to blame me. I just want to say that I'm sorry. You can't watch someone for one
Stop
day
it.
who's
Stay.
that bloody useless.
It sounds awful, because it is, but it was an accident.
It wasn't. Me not watching her wasn't an accident, it was stupid.
You weren't the one fucking around by a river, Roux.
It was. And I know you're never going to hear that. I'm not thick, but if not for her, then for me.
I just want to say that I'm sorry, but I can't.
No, you can't. But I know. Kitty J knows, if she's listening in out there.
Don't be stupid, Leigh. Kitty J's not out there, and she's certainly not fucking real. Tourists and shit just make her up. They just dump rubbish on her grave to be part of something, to connect to something bigger than them. There's just this pathetic desperation to connect. Why?
That's obvious.
How?
It gives people hope. That's why you like the story, right? And me, truth be told.
I just like soul.
Alright, fuck off, but you know what I mean.
I do.
You know, if she's real, then so is she. You know, it might be nice to be a pathetic, desperate tourist for once.
Do you mean
Yeah, sure.
you came all this way?
Yeah. What are you gonna put that? It's alright, I've got it. God, I hope she's been. If it means anything, I like the story. It's nice.
I'll get back to you on that one.
Oh, come on, if Dad likes it, then surely it's a winner.
Dad dips his Pringles in mustard, so excuse me if I have my doubts.
Very true. Thanks, Roux. It's been an interesting birthday present.
Shit! I honestly completely forgot that it's your birthday. But thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Didn't say that, but I did. Thank you.
Thanks. I need a wee!
Oh, that's killing me! Enjoy!
I will!
Don't get murdered in the woods!
I'll try!
Can you walk through walls?
Yeah.
Nice wee.
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh, did I miss anything?
No.